안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 소라입니다.
And I'm Ed, and you're listening to the
Vamos a Jeju podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Vamos a Jeju podcast. You know, people who go to Korea typically go for three big reasons. One is obviously K-pop. Another one is going to be K-drama. And the third one, the one that really resonates with me, is food. Since we've been talking about eating like a local in the last episode, I thought it might make sense for us to try and talk about how locals eat with Korean fast food. And to help me dive through the various menus and the kind of food we can have with Korean fast food, I have my buddy here as always, the fantastic, hungry Sora. Say hi, Sora!
안녕하세요. Hi, everyone. Hungry Sora. I am actually hungry, yes.
Oh, Sora, like I know we're going to be talking about some, very traditional Korean stuff in the next couple of episodes, but I thought like for the traveler to Korea, we should try and cover some things that are like fast food, and obviously within the grouping of fast food, there's like Western fast food, and then there's Korean fast food. So I thought it might be helpful for everybody if we tried to break this down a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, so when you told me Korean fast food, I was like, what is Korean fast food? Because all the Korean foods are fast. You know what I mean, right? Even the restaurant, they just gave us. Everything is fast.
You are exactly right. So maybe I shouldn't call it Korean fast food. But you're not kidding. Like sometimes we go to some places, like there's only one thing on the menu. You can't even order what you want. Like you show up and then they're going to give you that one thing that they have. And so we walk in, they'll go like, how many people? We'll go like, oh, 2 please. And then when we sit down, the food is there. They're serving already. We are still taking off our jackets and our backpacks. So I guess you're exactly right. It is fast food, but not fast food. So, okay, you got me. Let's try and clarify the definition. I'm talking about things like burgers and pizzas and sandwiches for the Western Korean fast food. And then we're going to talk about how they're different a little bit. And then we'll also talk about other things that like the street side, like kind of like street foods. And I realized we talked about some of this already in our 5-day market episode, but I thought it'd be good to just kind of give a left to right view of all the different options that people can eat faster than fast in Korea.
So I guess it's something like you can eat in like 15, 20 minutes. Is that right?
One is for the person who's traveling like from the West, where if they feel a bit homesick, like they miss their burgers and their pizzas and their hot dogs and their sandwiches, here are some options that might be good for them. And then the other is the stuff that Koreans eat where they, to your point, can be had quickly. So let's start with what I call like the Western Korean fast food. When Koreans think about like McDonald's, what are they thinking about? Is it foreign food or is it Korean food?
For burger, of course, it's not Korean food. Of course, it's like Western food. And not many seniors like McDonald. They don't go to these burger places. Of course, my mom hates burger. And but the like young generation, like us, we like to go to the McDonald's. Like when we don't have time, we can just go drive through. But like for young like children, they really love to go to McDonald's. For them, it's like playground, I think.
Oh, and there's actually a playground, right?
Yeah, they are. Like, in McDonald's, yes, they have playgrounds, right? Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they are like, that in Korea we have no kids cafe, but McDonald's is yes kids zone.
So I noticed that when we travel around the world, like in different countries, the McDonald's typically try to have a item on the menu that is localized for that domestic market. Is that the same in Korea?
Actually, in McDonald's, they have a menu series, which is called Taste of Korea. It's a series of menu that McDonald's try to use the local local crops of Korea and then use it for the McDonald's menu series. For example, we had like garlic burger from Changnyeong city, and we had like green onion cream croquette butter burger from Jindo, and we had another burger from the Boseong, which used nokdon. It's like pork in that area, and also we have like sweet potato mozzarella burger from Iksan. So, and also of course bulgogi burger and yeah, like different limited Korean style menu.
Right. And is that a special menu or is that like available year round?
No, a special menu for a few months and then disappear. So it's like limited. We have to try that one when we have it.
So that's
Yeah.
McDonald's, but that's also Burger King, right? And does Burger King have the same kind of deal going where they have custom items that's been tailored for the local palate?
There was something, but anymore, because 불닭 볶음면, the spicy, the really, really spicy one, they had one burger using that sauce. But after that, I think there's not many thing like only for Korean.
If people go to Korea, both in Seoul and I guess Busan and any of the big cities, they're going to see this fast food looking chain that's called Lotteria.
Yeah, Lotteria is also like Korean fast food chain owned by Lotte, the big, huge group in Korea. And actually, like McDonald and Burger King, they only opens in a big city. But Lotteria, they open everywhere. So like I remember like in a small town, there's always Lotteria. And like especially for them, they like to release new menu for Korea, especially. And now it become very popular for the young generation, like Gen Z, because they always have like limited different menu. For example, that we had black and white.
The Netflix reality show where they pit like a Michelin trained white clothes chefs against like non-officially trained chefs that wear black. In English on Netflix, that's called the Culinary Class Wars, and in Korean it's called Black White Chefs.
It's because do you know the words like 흑수저, like 흑수저,
Black-
백수저, spoon?
No, I don't know what that is.
But gold spoon, silver spoon.
Yes.
So in Korea we say 금수저, 은수저, and we
Yes.
have 흑수저, 흑 the earth.
Right, and that's for like the lower class.
Yes, like if your parents are very poor and like from the poor family, from that it become like 흑수저 and then 백수저. So they make like a twist of those class.
Right.
So from Lotteria, they released a new burger because the Culinary Class War was very popular. In one of the chef, the winner, Napoli Mafia. And so the Lotteria collaborate with this chef and then make mozzarella burger. And also they make like tonkatsu burger or like kalbi burger, like black squid burger, like many different stuff. And then like young generations are crazy about this. They really love it.
With younger Koreans, it's always about trends, right? It's when it's trendy, you'll be like really, everybody must have it for like, I don't know, 1 month, 2 months, whatever the time, and then it just goes away. So I guess having these special menus works really well because it's going to go away anyway. Do you often eat at any of these fast food joints like, McDonald's or Burger King or Lotteria?
Sometimes, but not often. It's good and it's convenient. It's really good. But I think like for Korean, we think like burgers are not healthy. It's not healthy food.
I think you would be right. But I know people who will have a burger and then after that they go like, I need to have some rice.
Can be, right? Korean,
older
yes,
people.
can be.
Yeah, older people.
Yes.
It's like,
it's not a meal.
Yeah, if without the rice, it's not real food. It's not a real meal. But it's like a older generation thing, I think. Right? There's KFC in Korea, and I've had it. The chicken is pretty good. But Korea is very famous for its fried chicken. And then there's KFC. Like, help me understand, how is it that there's a KFC when there's so much chicken? Everywhere you go, there's almost like a chicken place. So is there a difference? in your opinion, is there a difference in the kind of chicken, and do you have a preference as to which one?
I think Korean chicken chains are so much better than KFC.
Why?
Why? Because we have so many variation, and I think like how to fry chicken is maybe it's a key difference. But for me, like my preference, my favorite is 굽네 chicken.
Okay, what is
And
that?
교촌 chicken. And
The
what else?
chain.
네, the chains. Because I don't know why, but their like chickens are so crispy, and then the sauces are so good. So like compared to KFC is like just normal. It's basic chicken. But like Korean chains, they make the basic chickens and then put like many things on the top. Like for example, like Brinkle.
Like
Brinkle.
the potato chips?
No, Sprinkle is another like chicken from BHC. In the normal crispy chicken, they put like cheese powder on it.
Okay.
And then it was really, really popular. So like many different variations from basic.
And I guess they serve
version.
beer too, right? They serve beer for
Yeah,
chimek.
yeah, of course, of course.
Which I guess KFC doesn't serve beer. Korean chicken joints or Korean chicken chains, are they only open for dinner?
Usually, yes. Usually they open in the afternoon until like midnight.
Okay, like afternoon is like what time?
Afternoon usually like 3, 4, and then until like 1, 2 a.m.
Okay, so with the Korean chicken joints, they open in the afternoon. I guess I'm curious because when I go to KFC a few times, like in the afternoon for lunch, it is usually quite crowded, and so I'm not sure why there's so many people if it's not as good as Korean chicken chains.
Usually, like Korean chicken chains stay open for dinner, and then it's not for lunch. It's like it's big meal with drinks. It's like anju,
which we will talk about in the next few episodes. Yeah, okay.
It's more like something with drinks. So we don't really drink for lunch. So I think that's why.
I see. Okay. And I guess I want to come to another thing that I've been really curious about is like you often see in K-drama and as well as in Korea, these Subway franchise chains, which is an American sandwich franchise. I rarely go to Subway in America, and I've never been to a Subway in Korea. Have you ever been?
Yeah. Sometimes I go to Subway. But the thing is, Subway, like how to order in Subway is very difficult for Korean. I've been to like many different countries, but also for me, it's difficult. Like you need to choose all the different stuff. So for like older generation, like it's impossible. Like they're like, why do you ask me so many questions? I just want number 1, number 2 sandwich.
To be clear, you gotta pick your type of bread, and then whether you want to have it toasted or not. Okay, then you gotta pick your meat, and then you gotta pick your vegetables, and then condiments, and then you gotta pick your sauces. I guess over here it's like people like choice, or at least they think they like choice, and so they enjoy having that choice. But the interesting thing is like that amount of choice is not necessarily a plus point in Korea, right?
It's minus point. It's minus point. And actually, like you mentioned earlier that you went to a restaurant that has only one menu. Like for Korean, we think if there is one menu, that's a good, excellent restaurant because they are specialized.
I want to clarify something that's a Konglish. Menu means a dish, whereas in English, menu is like a whole
list
of different foods. So when Sora says it's one menu, she means one dish. Whereas in Korean, menu is called menupan.
Yeah, so what I mean is like if there's only one choice, then it's an excellent restaurant because they are specialized in that menu or in that dish. But if there's too many choice, we think like there's no special menu here. So this is not a good restaurant. And also when I bring like Korean people to outside Korea, when we go to restaurant, like there's so many options. And then like usually Korean people are overwhelmed with like too much option. So I always give them like option 1, option 2, option 3, and you choose. The one, raise your hands. That's what I do.
And then you order for them.
Yes, right.
Is Subway popular even. Like as opposed to KFC, when I look into Subways, oftentimes there's like not many people in there. But you're saying I see you nodding yes, and so it's popular?
I think so because I sometimes go Subway and especially on Instagram, I see some posts that on Instagram you can make perfect taco. So I was like, huh? How do I make perfect taco? So I need to order this is from Subway, and then I get one bowl of salad, take it home, and then you make your own taco. So it was like a tip for how to order.
I've also seen like other Instagram posts where they go like, this is the best value, the yummiest, best value sandwich you can get at Subway. First, you get this bread, and then you do this, and you get that, and so like it's kind of ironic because then people go to Subway and order exactly the same thing as they saw on Instagram. That's one way to get around the fact like, oh, I don't want so much choice. So I'm just going to do it exactly like this Instagrammer has told me, and I'm just going to order that. And I guess Koreans just don't like to have too much choice. It's just,
yeah,
it's
too much choice is overwhelming people.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if people in America like too much choice. I think it used to be a thing, but I don't know. I don't go out a lot, so I'm not sure. But I think at some point there's this thing called analysis paralysis, and like it just getting too many choices, and it doesn't go well. So speaking of sandwiches, like there's this sandwich I've seen on K-dramas very often, where it looks like it's a toasted sandwich, but then it's not wrapped like Subway wraps it.
I think you are saying the 길거리 toast, like the street toast. And what they do is like they have like big grill in front of their place. Then they always they toast 2 different breads, and then they gonna put some like a lot of cabbage and egg and like anything you want for the filling. And usually it's sweet and salty. And of course, yeah, they put it like a half wrap and then give it to you so you can just eat it. And my favorite chain is Isak Toast. It's everywhere, also near the school or university. It's cheap, it's fast, it's delicious.
Say that again, Isak Toast?
Yeah, Isak. In English, Isaac. Isaac Toast.
I see. And this is a name of a chain, right?
Name of chain, right.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's one Isaac Toast in Mangwon Market. You haven't seen it? I think
I'm sorry.
I'm
not gonna eat sandwiches in Korea. There's too much good
Why
food.
not?
There's too much good food to eat. Like, why would I waste it on a sandwich? Like, come on.
But it's really, really good. You have to try. You come back, you have to try. 진짜.
All right.
I think Michelle will love it.
Yeah, okay. That's what you always use to blackmail me to do something. Like,
Michelle
if I don't
will
want to do
like it,
and then you want me to do something, oh, but Michelle will love it. I'm like, oh, fine.
Okay.
Oh, wow, you really know how to push my buttons. Like, just say that my wife will like it, and then I'm going to do it. I've been told that Korean pizza is very different from in America and Canada and those kind of places. Like, I'm told that Korean pizza is its own classification. Can you tell me more about that? I've never had pizza in Korea.
Really? Well, for me, like, we also have like American, Italian style pizza, but I think we have some like Korean variation. Like, for example, we have potato pizza. And we put potato for topping, or like, of course, bulgogi pizza, the beef, the Korean beef, bulgogi pizza, and Hawaiian pizza. I think also another country have this one, like the pineapple topping. And we have like steak pizza, because I think like Korean like to have many different topping on pizza. So we tend to put like many, many things on the top, as many as possible. We just make like, people are very creative making like new menu. So I think that's why we have many variations. We have like 30, 40 different pizza. But what Korean, I think it's also funny, but what Korean most like is 반반 pizza.
Half and half.
So you can choose 2 different stuff in one place.
Yeah, I think they do that over here.
Interesting.
They do that over here too.
You do that?
Yeah. The Domino's, they go like, Like half pepperoni and half whatever. Some people do put pineapples on their pizzas over here. There's a significant number of people who think that pineapple never should go on pizzas.
Why not?
It is they get deeply offended with pineapples on. It's a whole thing. I like pineapples on pizza, but pineapple is a very contentious thing to put on your pizza to some people.
Actually, my favorite pizza chain is Pizza Al Bollo. Have you heard of that?
No, I heard of Pizza School, but
Pizza School, yeah, that's like a cheap school pizza. Yeah. Pizza school pizza. Right.
School pizza? Pizza school? Okay. So
Al Bollo.
like abuelo? Like in Spanish?
No, I don't know why, but Al Bollo, but they have like corn pizza or like shrimp, like seafood pizza and sweet potato pizza. Sweet potato is good, right?
So I guess I want to talk about another chain that if you're visiting Korea, you should probably try. It's called Mom's Touch. It's not in Jeju, right?
We have a lot.
In Jeju?
Yeah, I think we have more than 10 Mom's Touch.
Yeah, actually, there's one near your house, actually. Now I think about it. I walked past it.
More than 10. Mom's Touch is everywhere near the elementary school or high school, middle school, everywhere.
Okay. Because that's their audience. Yeah. Okay.
They're popular for middle schoolers and high schoolers.
So now that we talk about the American Korean fast food, let's talk about the Korean fast food. So this is your wheelhouse. Why don't you go ahead and take it?
So Korean fast, when I think of it, first, tteokbokki, kimbap came up because like in Korea, we call it bunsik. It's like a small snack place, usually in front of the school. And the main menu is like tteokbokki, twigim, omuk, kimbap, sundae. Like, for example, tteokbokki, I think maybe some of you already know, it's like a rice cake in a spicy sweet sauce. It's really good. And kimbap, how do I say kimbap in English? Right.
It is
just
a
kimbap.
A kimbap would be a rice roll. I think you described it one time as it's like a California roll, but Korean style.
But it's similar. So we put the seaweed, rice, and then many different veggie, and we can put like many different fillings. And I think it is the most common fast food. Like if I don't have time, I always go to kimbap place and have one or two, and then I can just go.
Right. And do you actually sit down and eat, or do you just like to go?
Sometimes we can sit down, but like if I really don't have time, I just eat it in the car, or usually they put the kimbap in a silver foil. So you just open it a little, tear, one bite, walk, one bite, walk.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, like when Sora goes like, when she can't think of a word in English, she'll like motion with her hand and speak in Korean. And the thing is, I totally understand her. So she'll be like, "It's okay, it's okay." It's quite cute. And then you mentioned a whole bunch of other foods like twigim.
Twigim is deep, just means like literally it's deep fried. So we have also like many variation for deep fries of mandu, the dumpling, or can be gochutigim, like the chili, and also like kimmari, the glass noodle, or sweet potato, or veggies, shrimp, many different variations.
A lot of those items, they come with a batter, and so when they fry, it becomes very puffy and crispy. Maybe this is not absolutely correct, but I would say it's a Korean form of tempura. Is that fair to say? It's not the same.
It's not the same, but it's similar.
Tempura, the batter is lighter.
But this one is more thicker.
It's thicker, yeah. But if it looks almost the same, nah, that's not true. The tempura is a lighter color, but it looks almost similar.
Right. Yeah. And another one, omuk is like a fish cake skewers, and then we boiled in a seafood broth. And you can have like one or two skewer. If you're eating something, the broth are free. And I love the broth. So sometimes I go there, I eat one skewer and then drink like 3 cups of broth.
You're right. It's just free refills. And this is often done standing, right?
Right. This one usually standing.
Yep.
And the last one is sundae. It's like a blood sausage, but usually they put like glass noodle in it inside the like intestine.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't like it, but for us, like most of people really like it.
Yeah, we talk about that in the 5-day market, and that's the one where I was making fun of. It's like if you look at it on Kakao Maps, and if it's an English map, in English, it will be spelled the same as sundae, which is like ice cream, and it is not sundae. It is
It's
a blood
blood sausage.
Yeah, I had it one.
Not good.
It actually doesn't taste bad, but my brain is like,
Oh
so
no.
yeah. But it's I'm not gonna say it's not good. I've only had it once, and I can see that if I'm starving, I will definitely eat it. But it is not among all the options. It's gonna be my last thing to order if I have other options.
But if I go to this kind of snack place, what I order is one set of tteokbokki, twigim, sundae. And
It's
then
like a setsu? It's like a combo?
네,
Oh.
떡튀순.
떡튀순.
And I think for Korean fast food, the real Korean fast food is 편의점, the convenience store.
I did not see that coming, but yeah, okay, go ahead.
If don't have time, I just go to the convenience store, grab just one like triangle kimbap, samgak kimbap, just one, it's like maybe just banana milk. I think that's to go.
Right.
I think that's the fast food.
When I climbed Halasan, I took a bus to the trailhead, so I had to leave very early, like 5:30 in the morning. The only food I could get before heading to Halasan was at the Pyeongjang. So it was like some cup kimbaps and then like just regular kimbaps and a lot of kimbaps.
Right.
Yes,
right. Actually,
I ate well.
Actually, in convenience store, there's so many things to eat. So many people just have their like lunch or dinner in 편의점 convenience store. You can see like many people like on Instagram, they make like also different variation for making better meal from the convenience store. So like they got ramen and then they buy some cheese in it and then blah, 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 blah. Like it's like DIY.
Sometimes when I have a bit more time, I will go to the convenience store and I would buy the toshirak. It's a Korean bento box, but it's not really a bento box. But basically, it's like a it's like
Lunch
a
box,
rice-based dish,
box.
lunchbox, right? A toshirak. It's got rice and some the panchan around it, and it's like 6,000-7,000 won. It's pretty good. I quite enjoy it. So that is definitely Korean fast food. Like, you just pick it up and you can actually microwave it in the store and eat it right there if you really want to. Boy, that was a really great overview of the different kinds of fast food that you can get in Korea. I just want to say that because we're recording in the morning in Korea and I'm over here in Seattle, this is actually my dinner time. And it is really hard to record an episode like this, talking about all these yummy foods. I'm gonna have to go cook some ramen now because like I'm really hungry. If you have listened to all the yummy stuff that we've talked about and you're like, wait, what? I can't keep track of everything. Well, we're gonna make a blog post based on what we talked about today, and you can find that article at vamosarjeju.com/fast. And that's VAMOSAJEJU.com/fast. Don't forget, if you are planning a trip to Jeju, to check out our trip planner. In that trip planner, you're going to be able to build your own itinerary, or you can have an itinerary suggested to you based on your preferences. So either ways, we try to make it easier and more accessible for you to figure out what you want to do in Jeju and how to do that.
So one more thing, did you know it's very easy to share our show with your friends on Apple Podcasts? Just tap on the horizontal 3 dots on the top right corner and tap on the share show icon. And on Spotify, you can find the 3 horizontal dots near the top right under our show hours, and you will see the share icon. And if you're listening this from YouTube, you can also share the link with your friends.
And with that, I hope you check out all the yummy foods in Jeju, and all that's left for us to do is to say
안녕.
안녕. Get all our latest articles, videos, and resources on Jeju DIY travel, culture, and history at vamosajeju.com. That's VAMOSAJEJU.com. If you would like to get updates about Jeju or even Korea sent straight to your email, sign up for our dispatches at vamosajeju.com/update. And finally, the best way for a new podcast like this to grow is organically. So if you found this episode helpful, please share us with a friend. And who knows, maybe you'll Vamos a Jeju together this year. The Vamos or Jeju podcast is part of the Passport Optional Network.